They are currently working on recreating the garden shaft, which is an 80-foot deep, rotted wooden structure that may be connected to the original money pit. The material is backfilled. Rick and Marty Lagina are brothers who are working on a treasure mystery that has been around for 228 years on Oak Island, Clay, but the team is of the opinion that they have sufficient evidence to support their belief that it is tied to the first money pit. Samples of wood taken from the shaft have been dated to the year 1735, and water testing conducted inside the shaft has showed that a significant amount of gold by trace. They have also constructed lateral tunnels to enable members of the team to look for evidence of wealth. Marty Lagina is particularly interested in discovering what is at the bottom of the shaft, and they hope to drill horizontally and vertically until they get down to a depth of 50 to 60 feet. For the purpose of monitoring the operation, the team will be utilizing the Anutin Spectrum 120 high-definition camera, which is equipped with a pan lens that can be rotated through 360 degrees and is designed to function in low-light environments. Additionally, the camera is equipped with visual-enhancing features, such as a zoom capability that is extremely powerful. Despite the fact that the group is excited about the possibility of finding treasure at the bottom of the garden hole, they are more interested in going underground and making the most of the opportunities that the shaft affords. Rick, Lagina, and Roger are both excited about the possibility of discovering the tunnel from the garden shaft, as well as the possibility of conducting additional exploration in the money pit region. The team is currently working on a new set of tools that will assist them in discovering the tunnel. They are employing a hammer grab to break through the clay, and they are also installing 2 additional sets of tools. The team is also working on a new hammer that will be used to break through the clay and create a tunnel that could lead to the discovery of the original money pit. In conclusion, the team is working on a treasure mystery that has been going on for 2 decades and 28 years on Oak Island. They are hoping to find the tunnel that is located at the bottom of the garden shaft. In order to explore the area and find the hidden treasures, they are using a variety of tools and technologies. Both Rick and Scott Barlow, the manager of operations on the island, Lena, are about to embark on a journey to solve the Oak Island mystery. They are transforming the search engine by going underground, which is a moment they will remember for the rest of their lives. The reconstruction of the garden shaft has reached a depth of 44 feet, and after completing safety training, they will head down to explore the money pit area. Rick can't wait to explore the depths of the money pit underground city. He is of the opinion that life is all about shared experiences, and that the legacy of those who have come before them is being carried on by them. He believes that this is the case in situations where a large number of people have had the same experience. They are amazed by the originality of the set that they are installing, and they see how history would have been preserved without cranes, which is a testament to their will and desire. Lena believes that Oak Island is a wonderful story, and that the people who have come before them are now being carried by them as they go underground while they are underground. Our awareness of the money pit and the possible treasures that are concealed beneath it can be expanded through the use of the shaft, which signifies the possibility of doing so. The path that leads to the prophet, Lagina, who is of the belief that life is all about shared experiences and that the heritage of people who have been before them is being carried by them, finds that money pit is an emotionally charged encounter. Even if the work that they are doing is incredible, the thing that truly surprises them is the fact that they are preserving history. They believe that there is a will to their enterprise, and they are excited about the potential for other works in the area, such as an offset chamber in the tunnel at the 95-foot mark. They are anticipating that they will receive some answers about what took place here. The story revolves around a group of people who are looking for answers to the mystery that has been surrounding Oak Island. Mr. Lagina, Rick, a treasure hunter, finds a large wooden stake at the northern point of the swamp on property belonging to Fred Nolan's family. The stake is hacked and axe cut, but it is not sawed. In 1969, Fred Nolan, a land surveyor by trade, discovered several uniform lines of wooden stakes, carbon dated to the 1500s. These stakes were believed to be evidence of centuries-old survey markers used to plot out the boundaries in a massive construction project. Gary Davidson was informed by both Fred and Tom that there were 4 or 5 cuts on each stake, which led them to the conclusion that Oak Island was formerly comprised of 2 islands that were intentionally connected together by the triangle-shaped swamp. After pulling one up together, Dan and Fred chopped off the tip, and then they sent it out to be carbon dated separately, with a margin of error of 85 years. It was established that the value of the carbon date was 1575. It is important to note that the discovery of a survey stake is noteworthy, since it gives evidence that the marsh was constructed in the first place. A member of the team named Marty Lagina discovers one of the survey stakes and is astonished by both its appearance and its age. Because of its appearance, she has an interest in the stake, but she is not particularly enthusiastic about it. However, she is fascinated by the way the stake has been preserved and how it has decayed. A significant amount of emphasis is placed in the story on the significance of discovering artifacts such as this, which have the potential to offer solutions to the mysteries that surround the swamp and the people who dwell there. Rick Lagena and his crew are currently conducting an investigation into the enigmatic triangle-shaped swamp that is located on Oak Island. Their goal is to find new evidence that the swamp was created by humans. Given that they have access to Fred Nolan's land, it is possible that they will be able to collect other significant clues. With the help of his team, Rick is currently digging a shaft in order to ascertain the boundaries of the paved area, which they have discovered to be a collection of rocks. In spite of the fact that the paved area was not discovered until relatively recently, it is very suggestive of the fact that it contains information or hinting. Given that the water is rushing in at such a rapid rate, it is reasonable to assume that the water would have been gone. The discovery of the paved portion comes as a surprise to the team, yet it does not provide any answers to the issues of who, why, or how things came to be. As was anticipated, the paved sector has proven out to be a more challenging puzzle than the team had anticipated. Rick, along with the rest of his team, is ecstatic about the discovery, and they are also excited about the idea of performing additional study. When Rick and his family are traveling through New York, Rick finds out that his close friend Zena Halper, who was also a researcher and author, has passed away. She had left him the products of her life's work, which included a great trove of books and records that appear to connect the Oak Island mystery to events of the Knights Templar as far back as the 12th century. She had given these things to him. Rick is overjoyed to learn that the job she has been doing throughout her life will continue, since she doesn't want it to end. One of the things that was discovered is a copy of the Krona record, which is a deposition that was taken by an English temp KN. This document detailed a journey to the New World that lasted for a year and was called Antora. It is because of this that Rick's mother is conducting her studies. In conclusion, Rick, Marty, and the rest of the crew are looking for further proof that the swamp was created by humans, and they are working toward making a significant breakthrough. In addition, they are enthusiastic about the possibility of conducting additional study and making discoveries on Oak Island. Rick makes a discovery of a copy of the Cremona record, which is a compilation of maps and journal passages that are said to have been written by Ralph Duddle, a Templar knight who lived in the 12th century, more than 3 centuries before Christopher Columbus made his first arrival in North America. The manuscript details Ptoley's travel to the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, as well as a Templar mission to the New World in the year 1178. The individual who is speaking is of the opinion that the Cremona paper is pertinent and accurate, and they suggest the establishment of a study center in order to collect information and commit to solving the Oak Island mystery. The speaker is of the opinion that Zena's legacy is being cared for in a responsible manner on Oak Island, and the concept of a research center is fitting at this time, because it will require some investigation to differentiate between fact and fiction, in order to ensure that they differentiate between fact and fiction and continue to investigate the mystery of Oak Island. The speaker highlights how important it is for the team to continue their inquiry and to follow up on the research work that they have been doing.